please put your hand up. Any questions for Fabyenne? And it means I need to see the whole gallery. You can literally turn your video on and put your actual hand up, or you can use the reaction tool. Is there anyone here who's used a reverse mentoring system like this before? We'd love to hear your thoughts on it as well. I see Mark has got his hand up. Is that just testing, or do you have a question?
No, it's my real hand. I have a question about the reverse mentoring. Is it because I have some experience of mutual mentoring, and would you say this is did the students get a lot out of it as well, or was it mainly for the purpose of the professional? So who benefited from the mentoring?
Both benefited as well. On one hand, the professional were very interested in knowing how is a student reacting, what is he afraid about. They were also very interested in talking to them only, because they've got no experiences except this from the people they're supposed to be autist, but they don't really know. So they were very interested in sharing discussions and asking them questions very freely, because normally you don't feel like asking questions, just feel like doing as if you could do without asking questions, and that is not very comfortable for people who are going to work together. Then on another hand, for the students, what was very important was to explain how it is difficult, and not only saying it is difficult. So they wanted to tell them that relations, social relations, are the main troubles they have to fight against. So that was very interesting for them, because they realized that they were heard and that people were considering their troubles.
I have a question from Tara Carmody in the chat. She says she'd be interested to hear a little bit about the logistics. Did you feel you had around the optimum number of participants, or could it be scaled up or even done at a smaller level? And did the participants largely self-select? And if so, what kind of advertising or encouragement did you put in place to facilitate them opting in? So that's kind of two questions.
So about the advertising, it was not so difficult, because they are all interested in getting involved in professional actions, because they are in level 3 or 4 at university. So they will have to find a job very soon. So they want to do some things, okay? So about the students, it was not very difficult. About the staff, it was very, let's say, easy, because they were very interested. They wanted to welcome training students in the teams. So they were quite afraid of what they would do with him or her. So they were interested, and it was kind of training them before welcoming a student in the team. So that was quite good. Not really difficult. When we decided with Isabelle Savin de l'Arclos, the lady I was working with, when we decided that we would organize this reverse mentoring, then it was quite easy, let's say. I'm sorry, I forgot about the first question.
It's okay. We've got a question from Cara Ryan. Would you like to enable your audio? There you are.
Oh, hello, Cara.
Hello, thank you so much, Fabyenne, for the presentation. It was really interesting to watch. I had a question about, do you have a sense of what the specific questions were that the mentees, the employers, asked of the autistic students?
Yes, because, yeah, we prepare them. We
Okay.
prepare them because the students could have been surprised if we did not prepare them.
Mm.
And also the staff, even if we say you have to say very closed questions, don't ask very open questions,
Mm.
they would do anyway, because we just ask
Mm.
the way we talk, and the way we talk is not always very comfortable to autistic students. So we worked on them. So the questions were very centralized on social codes. How is it difficult to meet a group? Why is it difficult to go to a meeting? What is difficult in going to a meeting, for example? Is it just to talk? And then the students would say, no, it's not only talking, it's first of all, a meeting, let's say going to a group and sitting around the table. Which place do I find? Am I allowed to go in this place? Am I allowed to talk, for example, to ask a question, and that kind of things. Also about having a drink with colleague, going for lunch with colleague. Am I allowed to talk between hours, for example, and all things like that. So we really prepare the questions, yes.
Very interesting. Thank you.
There's another question from Nuella Davies. You'll have to make it really quick because we've only got a minute. And any other questions we'll try to answer in the chat. Nuella, if you can unmute yourself.
Hello. Yes, I just wondered, I'll put my video, oh no, can't put my camera on. Just wondered how this might be incorporated into real employment situation, how it could be taken from your research situation into actual employment for students. Can you talk about that maybe?
How could it be used on an
In a
employment
real
situation?
employment situation,
Okay.
how might this be rolled out, perhaps, or how might employers be encouraged to use it?
Maybe to get trained to understand what autism is. So maybe that could be sort of training period for advisors, career advisors, for example, for managers, for teams globally, for people who will welcome students like that, because they have to know how is it about. So I would say as a training period.
Thank you. Thank you.